For 1994, if we can check the history, some of you knows the history very well. You can bear with us. A few of people here have witnessed how vocal the church was towards the evil system of apartheid. We had a discussion on Friday. Professor Litsusa, our faculty dean, gave a speech that where is the church in all this tragedy which is happening in our country? In this regard, the church today does not have a voice. It's just that and that church which is still vocal. Today, we are witnessing politicians taking part of what is supposed to be done by the church. When I listen to MLFM, I have not heard them calling any minister of religion. But they called one of us. He is a minister, though he is based on a political things, Professor Tiniko Maluleke. In this sense, let us ask ourselves that where am I to defend the tragedy or to defend my people? We are only concerned as Christians with self-esteem. We have disattached ourselves from the community, society as a whole. In Africa, we are mostly known as people who are derived by the concept of Ubuntu. The concept of Ubuntu promotes living together, societal sharing, taking care of each other, and the spirit that Jesus Christ himself has taught. In various examples, we can identify Jesus as a good example of Ubuntu. Us as Christians today, are we following what Jesus Christ has done in his ministry? Or we are just Christians who come to church, sit in the chair, listen to the word of God, get out. We just even don't go and implement what we have heard through the word. In various of his parables, it was the portrayal of Ubuntu. The parable of Good Samaritan, which was mentioned this morning, I will not dwell into that. Today in South Africa, we are in a state whereby we are mourning our beloved sister, Uyinene Mrentwana. We are in a tragedy of gender-based violence, which on Friday the University of Free State hold their hands together to condemn this. We mostly said when someone passed that no, we must rest in peace. A lot of messages in Facebook, a lot of messages I saw in the WhatsApp statuses were saying, rest in peace, Uyinene. Why don't we live in peace to prevent ourselves from saying such words? That no, rest in peace. Gender-based violence, it's from us that we are not living in peace. Hence, at the end, we will say, rest in peace. Now, let me not say that I stand with the abuse of women and I stand with the abuse of children. But let me say, I am standing with the fact that we should live with humanity spirit that can prevent us to say that we have the so-called gender-based violence. If we were to uphold the Ubuntu, the Rainbow Nation, if this can dwell into our hearts, we are indeed going to live in peace. And we won't see the messages that comes from the gender-based violence saying that rest in peace. But if we can live in peace, if we can live in peace, we are going to be united. We are going to live like a rainbow nation. Pamakweru, beloved brethren, rest in peace. It means that we won't see you anymore. Rest in peace. It means that it is done with you. But live in a humanity spirit of Ubuntu. If we can live in peace, there is nothing that's going to lead us saying, rest in peace. Hence I have said, standing with women and children is never a solution to gender-based violence. But living in peace is the only solution that we must apply. Us as Christians here, we come to the church most of the Sundays, I can say. We hear pastors, ministers of religion, qualified with the degrees of theology. We hear our deacons, we hear a lot of people preaching to us. What is the implementation that we are doing to ensure that peace, harmony is installed in our heart? Martin Luther King Jr. once said, it does not need a degree, it does not need an expensive cloth, it does not need a good hairstyle, but it needs a good heart. It needs love to serve. I am just glad that my church, Evangelical Presbyterian Church in South Africa, has responded to the gender-based violence. But where is the umbrella that we are affiliated under? Ever since 1994, so many things happened. Xenophobia that took place in 2009, there was not even a statement from South African Council of Churches. Where are we going as a church? Where are we heading to? The ethical question or principle about how human beings will treat each other, including verses known as beatitude. This is mostly seen in the Sermon of the Mount which Jesus Christ teach, and the Lord's Prayer have indeed oftenly become or became ingrained from our childhood. We just say things with no implementations. The humanity and biblical principle has been replaced by human rules and politicians. Where are Christians today that can challenge the evil tragedy happening in our country? Indeed, we are living in a midst of many religions in South Africa. We recognize that. But where is the spirit of humanity, the spirit of Ubuntu? Does these all religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, African traditional religion, does they have the Ubuntu spirit? If not, just get out. Today the country needs men and women who can stand up against this. Where is the Holy Spirit that Jesus Christ has left for us? Where is Alan Busak? Where is Alan Busak, who fought? Where is Desmond Tutu of today? Those people now, they are old. We need new people who can come up with a new strategy to tackle the tragedy which is in our country. Frank Chikana in 1987, with his team, they wrote a curious document which condemned apartheid system. Today, as Christians, what are we doing? Is there any confession that we have made against xenophobia? Is there anything that we have made against the spirit of humanity? Is there anything that we have made against the gender-based violence? Or ours was just to write, rest in peace, when someone has passed? What are we doing, Christians? This is a call, my fellow Presbyterians, that we wake up, we wash our ears, we wash our eyes. If it needs soap, if it needs Lifebuoy, just tell me, I will buy it for you. Let us open our eyes and challenge the evil system. The Soweto uprising in 1976, it provoked so many churches. Even in 1969, in the march which Robert Sobukwe organized to Sharpeville, it provoked so many churches. We have seen the likes of Bears Nodi creating or establishing the so-called Christian Institute. Where is those principles today? Where are those ethics? What are we doing with the tragedy which is happening now? Yes, we can write letters. We can write letters, we can preach. But the Christians back then, they marched to the parliament and submit memorandums. What are we doing to challenge the evil system in our midst? I conclude to my fellow Presbyterians, the fight before us. It's very satanic and evil. It needs you as Christians to wake up. We must live to look at ourselves. We must live to go to corners, talk about each other. Wake up, unite. There is a tragedy before you. As Christians, as ethical Christians, into indlela sihambayo. Into indlela sihambayo. Indlela le ifamba kuyilehile. The duties of the Lord, which we are supposed to do, we are not doing it. Mostly is to look into ourselves. Is to look on, what am I wearing? Or how much do I give today? How is my hairstyle? Leave that. Leave that. Leave that. There is a lot before you which need your attendance. Let us wake up. Let us wake up. Let us wake up and fight. Let us wake up and promote the spirit of humanity. Let us wake up and promote Ubuntu. Let us not kill the humanity that was implemented to us by our predecessors in faith. We have got a long way. We have got a long way to run to. Amen. Hi yimbelela ndzimana yin'we ntsena ya risimu ra 40 kutani makwerhu Baloyi va ta hi khongelela. 140.